and good morning, everyone. Thank you for having me today. I'm going to just begin with a small little personal anecdote. I was thinking this morning, and I realized that it's been 6 months since I was last in our office. So it was March 16th, so it's been 6 months I've been working at home, and it's probably going to continue for a little bit longer. But it also kind of causes me to reflect a little bit like how much things have changed since that time period. Just think about the financial markets and the economy. We've had a deep recession since then, a very deep recession, now on states on recovery. We had a bear market and one of the fastest recoveries in US history. The S&P 500 is actually up, I think, 44% since March 16th, which is kind of surprising given that we're in a global pandemic. Interest rates are basically unchanged during that time period. The 10-year treasury yield was 72 basis points then. Today it's 66. So a lot has changed. I think what the COVID-19 and the pandemic has in some way accelerated changes that were already in place, certainly from a technology front. But I think for investors and asset allocators, and this is what I do, it's also had an impact and sort of accelerated some of the changes. So really what I want to do in my time today is to kind of think through like what some of those impacts are. Focus a little bit less on sort of the near-term outlook. We know what's going to happen with the economy over the next 6 months. Clearly, the election is a focus. There's some volatility, but I think it's good to kind of step back and think, well, a little bit bigger picture, what's happening and why, and sort of focus on that. So if you flip to the next slide, what I want to do is, you can kind of highlight all the bullets there, is think about 3 kind of economic and sort of market developments that I think are kind of a consequence of this kind of economic environment, this market environment, stemming from COVID-19 and the pandemic, but other forces kind of at play. I think they have significant asset allocation implications. One is that there's kind of be greater economic